ATV is a common method of transportation for people hunting. With deer and duck season approaching and dove season already underway, game wardens are urging East Texans to remain safe. KLTV7's Mariela Gonzalez spoke with one game warden about the safety requirements that need to be followed.
Nacogdoches County Game Warden Randy Stovall says as hunting season begins, many people are also bringing along additional wheels.
ATV sales for your four-wheelers and side-by-sides have just skyrocketed, which in turn means more accidents.
Stovall says it's very common to see hunters use off-road vehicles.
Less walk to their deer stands, just a lot of it just recreation on the deer leases around the properties.
Stovall says there are 135,000 injuries across the country every year due to ATV accidents. While there are many factors that can cause a wreck on ATVs, there are two common factors Stovall has seen.
One thing that we've seen with the accidents is excessive speed and overcapacity.
The agency recommends riders to take an ATV online course to stay safe. According to Texas Parks and Wildlife, safety requirements include wearing protective gear like helmets, eye protection, layered clothing such as long-sleeve shirts and long pants, and appropriate footwear. Supervision for anyone under 16 years old, stay in communication with cell phones, radios, or walkie-talkies, and avoiding paved surfaces. Stovall also reminds riders they can legally drive only on county roads as long as
you have to have a off-road vehicle sticker and your orange triangle and a speed limit under 35.
Mariela Gonzalez, KLTV 7 News.
And a reminder, it's against the law for you to drive ATVs on Texas public roads. Violators can be charged with a Class E misdemeanor and also face a fine of up to $200.